Hi everyone, nice to have you there. Welcome back to World of Warships. Today I'm going to talk about one of the unspoken rules of World of Warships. You know, all these rules that nobody talks about, everybody somewhat know about them but don't really theorize that much about them. But they are still very, very important during the course of a battle. And when you know all these rules, you find everything a bit more logical. You understand a lot more what is happening during the course of a battle. Why are people behaving like that? It's really empowering when you know all these rules. So I'm going to talk about one of them today, and we will of course talk about the other ones in a future video. So stay tuned, and if you like this content, well, subscribe. So today I'm going to talk about choke points. A choke point is basically a point in a battle where you know that the enemy will need to pass through. Let me explain that in plain English. You are in a position, you have a position that the enemy is forced to use. Oh boy, these torpedoes. Yeah, my ship is not quick enough, and I'm going to catch one of those. Probably torpedoes from the Andalusia. Anyway, back to the explaining about choke points. So, you know that the enemy will have to get through this place. So, it's the perfect place to lay down an ambush or to just block them, as I'm doing right now. I decided to put a smoke screen right here, and there's nothing they can do. They don't have any radar, so they cannot dislodge me. And this egg is really paying the price. So this is a choke point. Now, the best thing you can do when you have a destroyer or a cruiser that is able to somewhat scare the enemy is to use all that power to demonstrate to the enemy that if they go any further, they will just die. That's it. That's the thing. When I am playing the Frison in his battle, this egg right here has an hydro. He knows he can push, but he also knows that there is a torpedo destroyer, the Jaeger right here. He saw the torpedoes. He saw all the shells coming in his direction from me. So he also knows that there is a Frison or something with a lot of firepower. So it's all of that combined that discourage him to push. And the moral aspect of World of Warships is so important. Yet so many people forget about it. Because you don't think that while you are doing damage, while you are shooting in a certain way, etc., you can scare the enemy. You can scare them away. You can show them that you have enough strength to completely annihilate them if they keep pushing. And this is exactly what happened here. They got completely blocked by us, by the Jaeger and me in the Friedland, and by the three other ships. The three other ships were just shooting at them when we spotted them. And that's very important because they thought that they could use the terrain, or probably thought that they could use the terrain, all these islands, to being, then they can be hidden from the other ships. That would be a nice plan. But there was a Frison and a Jaeger, so they couldn't do that. And that's one of the things about the shock point. You basically completely annihilate any way for the enemy to defend themselves and to, in a certain way, hide themselves. You keep them spotted, you scare them, and at a certain point they will just break, turn around, turn away, before turning around. Yeah, they will turn away and just run. And that's what they did right here. You can see that when they started running, you knew the battle was over. The rest of the remainder of the team won on the other side, but it's not really important in that case. They just knew, we just knew at this point that it was won. When you see them running away all together, yeah, you know that you've won. And it's really, if you played any total war game, you will know what I'm talking about, the snowball effect. When you have one enemy that is starting to run away, when the guy is at the spearhead of the enemy formation, and this guy starts to run away, he's very likely to be followed by a lot of his teammates running away all at once. So yeah, the moral aspect of World of Warships is very important. Don't forget that you are playing against players, and players want to save their ships. So keep that in mind in your future battles. Have a good one, folks, and I will see you on Friday. Bye bye.